You can build a super successful business and still be the father that your kids brag about. But most men fail because they were never taught how to be either. You grind all day for success while slowly failing your family. Your wife, your kids slowly start to forget what your presence actually feels like. I've led SWAT teams through buildings where the wrong move can get someone killed, and I know what it's like to lead under pressure when the stakes are at its highest. I'm Tony Smith, and I help men like you to lead with strength, discipline, and legacy. I'm not here to teach you about work-life balance. Actually, I don't believe in that at all. I believe it all comes from one energy source, and I'm here to teach you how to dominate all of it. Lie society feeds men is that you can either be a really successful businessman or a great dad, but you can't be both. Now, that's just not the truth, it's BS. It's a lack of strategy disguised as sacrifice. Now, you can spend all the time building the empire you want, but if you neglect your family, that's the empire you're gonna lose. Now, the truth is, you don't have to choose. You can actually dominate both with the right mindset and focus. Now, think about what I said at the start. It all comes from the same cup. You have to be the same leader with different skill sets at home or at work. At work, you need to be focused, sharp, and driven. At home, you need to be present, soft, and strong. However, a blend of both of those in both places in your life will get you even further. Running your business and leading your family, it's like running two high-stakes SWAT operations at the same time. You're not balancing anything. You're owning all of it, and there is no option to lose. If you want to win at both, you need both discipline and intention. And here's the framework on how to do that. Own your mornings. I know every guru out there says that, but get up early, man. Before the sun rises, before the world starts to take your attention away. Wake up at 5 a.m. Make sure that you work out every day. It's a non-negotiable. Strengthen your body, whether that's a 10-minute run, 50 push-ups, 100 squats, or a full-out weightlifting session like I like to get in. Another huge non-negotiable for me every single morning is going to be 10 minutes of silence. Sometimes that's just straight up meditation. Most of the time it's reading a couple of chapters out of my book. Build boundaries. Block time out in your calendar for deep work and growth mindset. At the same time, block out some time, some daily non-negotiables for your family. Like 2 p.m. every day I have espresso with my wife. And at 1:30 p.m. I always sit down and hang out with my kids. For you, that might be family dinner every day at 6 p.m. or a tradition like ours, 9 a.m. every Sunday. We have a huge family breakfast where we all help cook. My point is, be where your feet are. Be present. My feet are standing there, my mind is there also. I feel like most dads are spending a lot of time standing there, but your mind is somewhere else. Be 100% present. That is the greatest gift you have to your family or to your team at work. Be there. Schedule some legacy. I plan one-on-one time with both of my kids, so I do spend time with them together, right? Playing baseball, throwing around the football, hanging out, playing games. But I also spend some serious one-on-one time with each kid each week because I'm trying to raise lions in the world that covets sheep. Treat the one-on-one time with your kids like you do a business meeting. Remember, those small moments create lifelong memories, and lifelong memories create connection. Now, most of us, most entrepreneurs, we already execute at business, but let's bring that same tactical precision home. We'll have bad days. That's not failure. That's just real life, bro. Here's a great reminder I got one time. Your kids, they don't want perfection. They want presence. They don't need you perfect. They need you there. Now at work, you can delegate, you can outsource, but one thing you cannot outsource is fatherhood. You cannot outsource your kids. You're more than a paycheck. Your legacy has nothing to do with where you live or what you drive. It's built by how strong, and confident your kids feel around you. In order to become aggressively masculine, to lead your family all the time, you need consistency. It's the #1 driver in almost everything we do. Consistency is king, especially if you want to be the king. Now, you don't have to choose. You can crush business while raising lions in a world that covets sheep. You just need discipline and intention. Now let's go get it. Now, if you are ready to lead in both positions and lead it with power, join my Aggressively Masculine 16-week program. In this 60-week program, so we can reach peak performance, peak mindset, and peak accountability directly with me. Now let's go. What are you waiting for? Be an action taker and let's fight for you. If you weren't an action taker, you wouldn't be here. If you didn't have things to work on, you didn't have the self-awareness to realize it, you wouldn't have watched this whole video. Now click the link below and let's go fight for your family, your life, and your business.